as well. Steve Bridge, of course, the man who holds the post-classic lap record round here with Jared Wintle. Shane Robinson is out, unfortunately, a crash and a potential leg injury for him earlier today. And Darren Love and Damien Mackey make the grid for our plugs for lugs sponsored Bears action. Sloan Frost, John Ross, BMW ahead of Aprilia and Aprilia make the all-important plugs for lugs Bears start as we head down towards Still Shot for Whole Shot. Turn number 1 into the corner and already on the inside John Ross to have it. John Ross, good start by John, the former motocrosser and speedway man. I'll tell you what, if it comes to an event whereby you're going to ride a motocross, a speedway and motorcycles, effectively all the three sides of two-wheel racing in New Zealand, this guy would be the national champion by far. Can slide it on a speedway bike. You come out of the Ross Stable from Christchurch, you've got to be good at speedway. And of course then with motocross, and now here he is turning his hand to road racing and in scintillating form in the early stages. So well done to John. Oh, there we go, 85. It's John Ross into the front at this stage. So John Ross away. John to get the advantage, and he's looking sharp at the moment. John Ross, can he keep it up? Look out for the number 85. Then the plugs for lugs at Bears Racing. John Ross from Christchurch. Yes, indeed. Oh, Chopper. No, Chopper's there already. Chopper's got it. The number 6 for Chopper. Well, we caught it a glimpse before that it was John Ross, but I'll tell you what, now that we can see that it's Chopper that's gone fast, it is very, very good. So Chopper in the update. Chopper in the update, so Chopper out in front at the moment, ahead of the 6th, 85 of John Ross. And look back the 24 of going to Peter Tanner, the man from Fielding on the Itchy Trout Racing. Hamish and Linda Blair, Hunting and Fishing at Palmerston, all sponsored bike. So well done there indeed. So good performance. There's your best four as we keep on letter J. Here he comes again. Joel Reid, last up winner on the Joe Lett sponsored Aprilia RSV 4, the Millet 1000. And looking to Joel, what can he do to answer back the critics? But it's a new BMW they're all talking about in World Supers, and this is the bike, the M1 Motorsport, Moggy sponsored racing, and he's all out for show here today. This is Chopper Frost, and for Chopper's points, not as conclusive in this class. He's opted out a few of the racing, but he's come to the prestigious Cemetery Circuit. He certainly wants to take away the glory in the Bears class today, but it's been John Ross at other events who has been the star. When it comes to qualifying, Chopper did it at 50.9, John Ross at 52.4. So one of the biggest margins in qualifying, a margin of 1.5 seconds. That is huge in qualifying. A second and a half between first and second for qualifying. That gives you an idea of the performance. The man I still call Chopper. That's his nickname from childhood days. We've known him for a long time. We love him and respect him. You get him behind him as well. Here he goes, the number 6 for M1 Motorsport. It is Chopper Frost, Sloan to Mum and Dad, the 85, the 24 and the J to go through. They are awesome foursome as they wrap a very good top four. Back to the 87 this time of Mark Perry, for Sheer Magic, Lingerie of Taupo, F1 Engineering and AFC of Palmerston North. Long time bike shop to get him behind him with 21 now. Damien Mackey on the Ducati 1198. No, not just the 1098, that one folks, that's the 1198. Oh, and there in the update there at trackside, Aaron Heeman on the Harley sits at trackside. The bike's died on him, so bad luck for the swinging, sliding, slipping and sensational Darren Heeman, long-time organiser and front man for the Port of Nelson Street Race on 2nd of January. That is effectively a week today. You need to be in Nelson, folks. Can't recommend enough. Been the last 3 years myself. Love it. Absolutely love it. Port of Nelson Street Race. An event where you can sit back and relax, and there is bars on the circuit like the Verdict. You can sit in bars and watch the racing go past you. Fantastic. What an atmosphere. All right, plugs for lunch. There's action. Still with the update of our 6 Chopper Frost in front of the field. Back with the 85, 24 then to go past. So we'll check the rest of them as we've got Joel Reid, Mark Perry to hang on there. Here's the 517 of Bernard Ryan on the Gussie. We've got a little bit of a motard on there for the 14 of Craig Sargent on the big KTM Duke. It's the big Duke. He's gone off the Ducati into the KTM. The 91 out there of Lawrence Butler for AFC Motorcycles and Sheer Magic Hongri. That's the RC8, the all-new KTM they're talking about. Here's your race leader, number 6, and it's Chopper Frost well out in front. Look at this, 1.5 seconds per lap, so he's just multiplying it. 85.24, John Ross, Pete Tanner, back to Jay and Joel Reid. There's the quartet, but it's Chopper that smoked up the field. The 87 now of Mark Perry, back to 294 of Steve Bridge, tucking it on the inside then, and a run coming up will be the 17 this time of Nick Prestige, a long-time supporter of BS Action, with letter D to get out there. Darren Love from Australia on the Ducati 1198 for Wyndham Metal Roofing, and just showing that when it comes to street race, there's another adaptable Aussie listener who finds it right at home here on the Cemetery Circuit. So the update, and we're back again, looking to 85. John Ross still at second place. Second for Ross already. The number 6, the BMW of Chopper Frost, is bolted from the pack on the M1 Motorsport bike. And a huge thanks to Loggy and the M1 Motorsport team right behind Chopper. Real talent in New Zealand road racing, and something I'm sure that we've not yet seen the best of. Late converter to come from the road to the tar seal, but he's done his apprenticeship well and lays it back in style for a convincing Bears lead at the moment. Bike number 6, your race leader, Chopper Frost for M1 RWR, Valvoline, Shoei, Technic and Dunlop. 6 to get past. Race leader. There's the W, keeping an eye on John Woodley. That's who, of course, Terry and Spider have been talking about. Hope to catch an update with him, but it's certainly not quite the same John Woodley. But folks, over 60, I can tell you, politely, over 60 years of age. How about that for a comeback? All the way from Victoria, Australia, to come back home to New Zealand to race in the Tri-Series on the beautiful MV Augusta. And the legendary John Woodley, a winner here 32 years ago, and still coming back to star in 2010. So look out for the Flying W, the MV Augusta of John Woodley. 87 for Sheer Magic, there he goes, the lingerie specialist. Understand the specialty this year is the fishnet stockings. Fishnet stockings, that's what he's advertising. The fishnet stockings are all back in Sheer Magic lingerie, round to be behind Mark Perry. So Loose Man Mike, the pit manager behind the team, says that 66 is going again. There he is, we knew he was at the side of the track. He was fiddling with his kill switch, and he might have had an electrical problem. He's been able to remedy it, and he returns to the racing. Bernard Ryan on 517 to come home as well. White flag for these guys now. So when he comes past, what about a warm round of applause? How about that, number 6? There he is, Chopper Frost. What a victory! To the finish line, and he'll take it. That is a huge advantage. 85 home. John Ross, 24 to go with Pete Tanner, and then of course for the Flying J of defending Bears title holder Joel Reid, the Joe Bennett Aprilia RSV4.